All right, hey VC, how you doing? My name is Jamie, and thanks again for stopping by, and a very Merry Christmas to you and yours. As you can see, I'm in a different location, with this being our Christmas edition. Again, Merry Christmas. Thought I'd do this in front of the tree. This tree that looks very nice, but has actually given us a lot of trouble. We often get a real tree, and we did again this year, and this tree actually, we had it all set up nicely, decorated, not fully decorated. And then usually we tie down the tree, but initially we did not tie down the tree or like secure the tree. And then sure enough, the next day it had completely fallen over and my poor wife lost a few ornaments. Not too bad, but yeah, so the tree is up, back up, and securely fastened down, for sure. All right, let's feature a few more Christmas ones on this edition. I was just listening to this the other day, the Jethro Tull Christmas album, and I absolutely love this one. This came out in 2005 and features Ian Anderson with a lot of re-recordings of songs that appeared on past albums. Things like Ring Out Solstice Bells, Bure, Weathercock, and it also features a lot of new songs, but he's also recorded another Christmas song, that sort of thing. But overall, this is really, really good, and I love his version of We Three Kings that he calls We Five Kings, instrumental. I love his re-recording of Ring Out Solstice Bells, and I also love Weathercock. God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen's on this as well. But this is just a great CD. He fills it up. There's like 16 tracks, and it's terrific. And incidentally, this is also technically the last Jethro Tull album, certainly with this band and with this lineup, and certainly with Martin Barre. Because he's technically not going by Jethro Tull. He's either going by Ian Anderson's solo stuff, or it's kind of Jethro Tull's Ian Anderson. Even though it could look like a Jethro Tull album, he's technically not going by that, although it's kind of hard to say. But this is actually technically their last album, their last at least studio album, the Jethro Tull Christmas album. And here he is in the corner there. Great cover and a great album overall. You can pick up the CD. I don't think this is available on vinyl, or I've never seen it on vinyl, but this would be a nice one to have on vinyl. Okay, and speaking of vinyl, I picked this up finally last year and was really excited about this. This is the official Beatles Fan Club Happy Christmas Beatle People, and these are the Christmas records from John, Paul, George, and Ringo. And this was an official release through Apple, and these are the Beatle Fan Club records that they sent out. Of course, there was the Beatle Fan Club, and every Christmas they would put together a 45, often kind of slapped together with a lot of very silly humor, maybe snippets of songs, but not even really full songs, that sort of thing. And they put them out every year between 1963 and 1969 as a special gift for fans only, like if you were a member of the fan club, that sort of thing. And so they had not released this after the initial run. There wasn't really any official compilation or release. They didn't re-release the Christmas records until just last year. You could always listen to them online, that sort of thing, or there were some sort of like bootleg sort of compilations for the most part, but no actual official release until now. So this is the 45 box set, the 7-inch singles, and simply pops out like this. And it just, I do love them because it features the humor of the Beatles, which of course doesn't necessarily come through on their records. It does to a degree, but this really captures the Beatles off the cuff in the studio, kind of, just turning these kind of things out every year and just having some fun. And so that was the hype sticker. I just popped that on the inside, and then it comes with a nice little booklet inside. Not terribly extensive, but nice overall. Gives you the covers there. And again, they released this through 63 through to 69, through the tenure of the Beatles, if you will. And it gives you full sort of reproductions there. And again, it's odd listening. It's not your typical sort of Christmas listening. But you can even see how, there's almost the style of humor changes over the years, or how they're presenting themselves changes over the years, too. And there you have that, and that. And let's take a look at the vinyl. And yeah, I've just opened them up, so I've kept them all in their shrink. That sincere good wishes and Christmas for the new year, and they do them all in colored vinyl. Oops, nice presentation overall. Lots of fun, just lots of fun. There's that one, and then I've got these in the right order, or generally in the right order. Another Beatles Christmas record. And so how exciting would that be? You're part of the fan club, and then something like this arrives for you in the mail. And this is on red vinyl, like that, and like that. And I was always curious why they took so long to release these. Yeah, and they would often, of course, just go into the studios and quickly kind of bang them off there. And then you can see now how things are changing a little bit. And certainly for the presentations later, how they get a little bit more produced. You know, they would be taking the time. And sorry, that's our clock that's in the background. And living here, of course, you get used to it. But certainly when people are visiting, it's like, that is such a loud. It's an old grandfather clock that we absolutely love. But yeah, sorry about that. It gets kind of loud. And there we go with that. But as I was mentioning, it's interesting then how the style, the presentation changes. They take a little bit more time, sort of really producing something, much like they were taking a lot more time in the studio, kind of reflecting that as well. You know, I love this cover. Incredible. Even this one, they've got, you know, other guests on here helping out with voices. A lot of times they'd be like silly stories too, that sort of thing. It wasn't just a hi, we're the Beatles, you know, Merry Christmas. It was a bit of that, but then sometimes they'd be just doing like silly stories, particularly John Lennon doing that sort of thing. And again, Christmas 1968. Let's move right along. How's that for a cover? And then sort of continuing with the that. And then certainly last but not least, the final Beatles Christmas release. Just that kind of wild cover. Happy Christmas 1969. Silly probably John Lennon drawings there. And yeah. Oh, there's of course the vinyl and on orange. Just coming up with every color possible for this reissue. Okay, so there you have it. The Beatles Christmas release is just a fun, you know, not your typical or standard kind of Christmas listening, but absolutely fun as well. Okay, we got one more for you. I don't know if you've come across this one. Elvis Presley, If Every Day Was Like Christmas. And this is kind of a special one-off release of Christmas stuff. I'm not exactly sure when this came out. I'm thinking around the 90s. I'm thinking maybe late 90s. And this is a package like this. And we'll show you the songs there in just a bit. But this is a special odd little thing that when you open it up, it reveals a pop-out of Graceland. And unfortunately, it's a little worn. This is kind of down. And the Christmas tree, much like my Christmas tree this year, kind of fell over. It's just something glues come loose. But there you have the 3D replica of Graceland. How about that? Isn't that amazing? And yes, there is music. So there you have that. That opens up like that. And then the music and booklet just slip in on the side here. As you can see, that just slips in on the side. So the booklet here and then the CD like this one. And I do really like this. This kind of combines the two Christmas albums with alternate takes as well that they put on here. So we'll see if we can zoom in on the track. So this just kind of gives you just about everything from Elvis here. Yeah, just a nice release overall. And an early one where they even put the CD in a nice sleeve. And nice presentation there. And then a nice little look at the booklet here. Not extensive, but very nice. Right up with some nice replica stuff there. and just makes a wonderful listen overall. It's kind of nice when you get both albums together. Both the Blue Christmas and A Wonderful World of Christmas. Okay, so there you go. That's an absolutely unique one, an Elvis Presley release. So that's going to wrap it up for this one. I just want to say an absolutely very Merry Christmas to you and yours. And thank you, vinyl community, for welcoming me. And it has been I've been doing these videos since the fall and have really enjoyed them. And especially thanks to you for your comments, your encouragement. And I really do appreciate it. And I do hope you and yours have a very Merry Christmas. I'll be back tomorrow for Boxing Day. And yes, Boxing Day, and we'll do something special tomorrow. Have some fun with that. So again, do take care, and all the best. Merry Christmas.